Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Today we are from Group 1 will presentation our material about the history of digital business law in the world and Indonesian law. For the first material will be explained by Hilda. Hilda, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tarafi. Next slide. Okay, I will explain the definition of business law and digital business law. The first is business law. Business law is a set of norms, both written and unwritten, that regulates business activities covering trade, industry, commerce, and its settlement with all its legal consequences. Meanwhile, according to Munir Faudi, business law is a set of norms or regular rules that regulate the procedures and procedures for conducting business activities or business activities carried out by people engaged in trade, industry, entrepreneurship, using certain techniques and methods and generating profit, in this case in the form of money. Next is digital business law. Digital business law is a branch of business law that specially regulates business activities conducted digitally or technology-based. It includes regulation on e-commerce, personal data protection, electronic transaction, cybersecurity, as well as intellectual property rights in the digital context. Next, the role of law in digital business. The first place is giving legality to digital business. Business legality is recognition from the state that allow business to operate legality and changing credibility and fulfilling legal obligations such as tax and worker protection in digital business. Licenses such assumes are required as per law number 7 2014 and MOT number 50 2020. Number 2 is consumer protection in digital business. Legal protection for consumer is regulated in the Civil Code, GCPL, and IT law, which regulate consumer rights, business obligation, and dispute resolution mechanism. Cases like Grab2Go show the risks of fraud in digital business, so more effective law enforcement increase consumer awareness, and international cooperation in the field of cybersecurity are need to strengthen legal protection in the digital era. And the last is competition supervision in digital business. Increasingly intense digital business competition encourages innovation but also risks creating unfair competition, such as monopolistic practice. In Indonesia, business competition supervision is carried out by KPPU in accordance with Law Number 5 year uh, KPPU has the task of assessing and supervising agreement and business conduct, investigation, and impose administrative sanction in the context of digital business. KPPU takes action against practice such as predatory pricing and abuse of dominant positions. Next. The importance of understanding digital business law. Number one is protecting user privacy. With more and more personal data being collected by tech companies, digital law ensure that this data is used ethically and not misused. Number two is ensuring the security of electronic transaction. In digital commerce, the law provides protection against fraud, identity theft, or data manipulation in online transactions. Number three is tackling cybercrime. Cybercrime such as hacking, spreading malware, and ransomware attacks can harm individuals and companies. Digital law is tasked with regulation sanction for perpetrators of these crimes. Number four is regulating the utilization of new technologies. Technologies such as artificial intelligence or AI, blockchain, and the Internet of Things or IoT require special regulation to ensure their use in beneficial and doesn't harm society. And the last one is protecting intellectual property rights. In the digital world, copyright infringement infringement can easily occur. Digital law plays an important role in protecting works and innovation in cyberspace. Thank you. Saya kembalikan ke moderator.
Okay, thank you, Ilda. So, next material will be explained by Halno Fikri Adriel. Halno Fikri Adriel, time is yours.
Baik, terima kasih kepada moderator. The next material is basic principles of business law. The first is legal certainty. Business law should provide certainty for business and other stakeholders. Legal certainty allows companies to activity safely and avoid legal risk. For the second is justice. Business law must be fair to all parties, including business, consumers, and society. This principle ensures that no party is disadvantaged. And next is transparency. Business law encourage transparency in business activities, including financial reporting, tax, as well as relationship with stakeholders. And the next is compliance. Business must comply with all applicable regulations, whether at the local, national, or international level. And the last one is social responsibility. Business law also includes corporate social responsibility or CSR to contribute to the well-being of society and the environment. Next. For the next is type of business laws. First is contract law. Agreement between two or more parties in business contract must meet the requirement of a valid agreement, such as agreement and legal purpose. Number two, tax law regulates the tax obligation of business, including income tax, value-added tax, and corporate tax. And number three, consumer protection law. This law protects consumer from harmful business practice and such as fraud, misleading advertising, or unsafe products. Number four, labor laws regulates the relationship between employee and including the rights and obligation of both parties. And number five is competition law. This law prevents monopolistic practice and unfair competition that can harm consumer and other business. Next. And the next is regulation of conventional business and digital business. For the conventional business, is a transaction are conducted face-to-face or through traditional mechanism. It's a three regulation. Number first is a civil law, KUH Perdata, regulate contract and agreement. Number two is commercial law, KUHD, regulates trading activities. And number three is local regulation, regulates business licensing and business location. And for the digital business, is a transaction are conducted online through digital platforms. The regulation is a UU ITE, Electronic Information and Transaction, regulates digital transaction and data protection. The next one is PDP, Personal Data Protection, protect consumer personal data. And the last is Bank Indonesia regulation, regulates digital payment like money and fintech. Sekian dari saya, terima kasih. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Thank you, Halno Fikri Adriel. Okay, next we move to next discussion that will be explained by Dini Ayelestari. For Dini, time is yours. Dini, please open your mic. Open mic, open mic.
So, okay,
Okay.
thank you for the moderator. So, in here, I will explain about history of the digital law in the world and divided by some eras. The first one is before 1990. So in here, before the internet, all business transactions were conducted physically. Business law at the time only regulated in conventional trades. However, in 1980s, the development of a computer technology began to pose new challenges that particularly related to international trade and digital copyrights. So in conclusion, there's a UNICENTRAL 1966, the United Nations established the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law to draft international trade law standards. And for the 1990s era is the birth of digital business law. In the 1990s, the internet became widely used, the opening new opportunity in digital business. Competitors like company like Amazon in 1994 and eBay in 1995 emerges as pioneers of online e-commerce. However, the regulations were not yet prepared for this change. There were no clear law governing electronic transaction and digital contracts and online customer protection. So for that, Universal Model Law on Electronic Commerce is made by 1996. The first regulation is recognizing the validity of electronic transaction. And in 2000 era, the strengthening data protection and privacy. So in the 2000s, the use of the internet for financial transaction and e-commerce expanded rapidly, and major companies like Google and Facebook began collecting large amount of user data for business purpose. This raised new challenges such as personal data misuse and identity theft. So in this era, the Council of Europe Convention on the Cybercrime 2001 is the first time international treaty addressing cybercrimes like data, including data thief and hacking. And for General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR is 2018 in Europe, strict regulation requiring company to protect user personal data with severe penalty for violation. And 2010s eras, regulation for blockchain, AI, and emerging technology. In this era was marked by emergence of new technology such as a blockchain and cryptocurrency, Bitcoin 2009, as well as the increasing of AI and algorithms in digital business. The main challenges included unclear cryptocurrency and regulation, and the ethical and privacy dilemma posed by AI. So from this, there's some case like a Silk Road case 2011, an illegal Bitcoin-based marketplace shut down by FBA. So that's what the regulation in this era continue to involve addressing challenges by new technology. So, okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for Dini. for material will be explained by Mutiara Afifah Nabila. For Nabila, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. The impact of technology on digital business law. The first one is customer protection and data privacy. Digital transformation has changed the landscape of business law, especially in the context of e-commerce. This change presents complex legal challenges such as customer protection and data privacy, business process and licensing transformation. Digitalization has significantly changed business process and business licensing, positively impacting ease of doing business and economic growth. Challenge is in business competition. The digital economy has given rise to new challenges in business competition, such as the abuse of dominant position by large digital platforms. adaptation of regulation to technological innovation, the development of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and blockchain. Next. Corporation of global regulation and their application in various countries. European Union Regulation Digital Services Act obligation platform are required to quickly remove accounts that violate the rules and harmful content. United States regulations are not specific federal regulation. India regulation TikTok and other apps are blocked. Obligation. The country has strict controls on forex platform and content demand. China regulation, strict police and algorithm and data. Indonesia regulation rule relate to data and content management. Next materi. The beginning of digital business regulation in Indonesia. Yang pertama ada Electronic Information and Transformation Law, establishing the legal basis for electronic transaction. Yang kedua, revision of the ITE law number 19 of 2016, adjustment to technological development and the need of society. Yang ketiga, government regulation on the implement of electronic system and transaction. Future regulates the implementation of electronic system, registration obligation for organizations, and protection of personal data. Next, law number 27, personal data protection, establishing rights and obligation related to personal data as well as supervision and law enforcement mechanism to protect individual privacy. Selanjutnya, presidential regulation on e-commerce roadmap. Dan terakhir, of 2020 on private scope electronic system operator regulation, registration, obligation, and recruitment for electronic system provider operating in Indonesia. Thank you. Sekian dari saya kembalikan kepada moderator.
Thank you for Nabila. So, last material will be explained by me about history of digital business law in Indonesia. The development of digital business in Indonesia cannot be separated from the evolution of regulation governing technology-based economic activities. Along with the rapid growth of the internet and information technology, the Indonesian government began to establish a legal framework to regulate and protect digital business activities. Below is a discussion on the history of digital business law in Indonesia, including influential laws and important cases that have shaped it. Next. So, if we talk about influential laws and regulation, first, Constitution, Electronic Information and Transaction Law atau UITE, Law number 11 of 2008, amended by Law number 19 of 2016. That have impact, the UITE serve as the legal basis for e-commerce activities, consumer protection, and law enforcement in digital space. Government Regulation number 80 of 2019 on electronic commerce or PPPSTE have impact. This regulation strengthens as e-commerce rules and protects local business from unfair competition with foreign platform. Next constitution is Personal Data Protection Law atau UU PDP. Law number 27 of 2022 have impact. The UU PDP provides legal certainty in personal data management, which is crucial for digital business such as fintech, e-commerce, and other database service. Last, Minister of Trade Regulation number 50 of 2020 on electronic commerce business requirement. Impact, ensure transparency and accountability in e-commerce business. Next. Important case shaping digital business law in Indonesia. First, blocking of Grab and Gojek application 2018. Background, the Ministry of Transportation temporarily blocked Grab and Gojek application for allegedly violating online transportation regulation. The impact, this case prompted revisions to online transportation regulation and clarified the legal status of app-based transportation service. Okay, next case about TikTok Shop case and ban on e-commerce transaction on social media in 2023. Background, the government banned e-commerce transaction on social media platform like TikTok Shop to protect local MSMEs atau UMKM. The impact, this policy sparked debates about protecting MSMEs versus business freedom on digital platform. So the conclusion is the history of digital business law in Indonesia demonstrates the government effort to create a safe, fair, and transparent business environment. Although challenges remain, regulated such as UITE, PP number 80 of 2019, and UU PDP have provided a strong foundation for the growth of digital business. Moving forward, regulation, harmonization, and consistent law enforcement will be key to ensuring the sustainable development of digital business in Indonesia. I think that's all of our discussion about history of business law in the world and Indonesian law. So I'm sorry if there are any mistake. And then Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.